Forget Top Gun, this is the man who painted his plane bright red so everyone would see him coming. His name was Manfred von Richthofen, but history remembers him as the Red Baron, the deadliest pilot of World War I, in an era when survival in the air was measured in days. He ruled the skies for years. 80 confirmed kills. Fear in the hearts of his enemies. Respect from those who tried to shoot him down. But who was this man behind the legend? A fearless warrior, or a soldier trapped in the machine of war? Tonight, we'll uncover the truth behind the Red Baron, how a 25-year-old aristocrat became the most feared name in aviation, and how his death changed warfare forever. World War I, the year 1916. Europe is torn apart. The Western Front is a hellscape of mud, gas, and machine guns. But above the trenches, a new kind of war is being born, the war in the air. Airplanes are still primitive wooden frames, cloth wings, engines that sputter mid-flight. Yet, for the men who fly them, the sky becomes a new battlefield, and a new breed of hero emerges. The fighter ace, Manfred von Richthofen, was born into Prussian nobility, disciplined, ambitious, raised to ride horses and serve the Kaiser. When war broke out, he joined the cavalry, but trench warfare made horsemen useless. Restless and determined to matter, Richthofen requested a transfer to the newly formed Luftstreitfreight, the Imperial German Air Service. At first, he was a terrible pilot. He nearly crashed on his first solo flight, but under the mentorship of Oswald Boelcke, the father of air combat tactics, Richthofen learned discipline, precision, and the art of aerial strategy. He did not chase glory, he studied it. He became a hunter. By 1917, the Red Baron had perfected the art of aerial warfare. His red Fokker triplane became a symbol of terror and of style. Painting it red wasn't vanity, it was psychological warfare. When enemies saw that flash of scarlet in the sky, they panicked. Dogfights ended before they began. He formed his own elite squadron, Jasta 11, a team of Germany's best pilots, known to the Allies as the Flying Circus. Every mission was a calculated hunt. He attacked only from advantage, never recklessly. Fight like a gentleman, he said, but fight to win. Soon, newspapers turned him into a celebrity. Songs were written about him. Children collected his photos. The Red Baron became the rock star of war. But behind that legend was a man haunted by what he'd seen. Each victory meant another death. He began keeping a silver cup for every plane he shot down. After 60, he stopped. There was no room left on the shelf. April 21, 1918. The sky over the Somme River. The Red Baron is chasing a British Sopwith Camel flown by a rookie pilot. It's a reckless pursuit, low altitude, over enemy lines. As he dives to finish the kill, Australian ground troops open fire. A single bullet pierces his chest. His plane lands in a field. When Allied soldiers reach it, they find him dead at the controls, hands still on the stick, eyes open. The man who ruled the skies fell not to an ace, but to a single shot from the ground. He was just 25 years old. But here's the twist. His enemies were so awed by his skill and honor, they gave him a full military funeral. British and Australian officers carried his coffin, draped in flowers, saluting the man they had once feared. News of his death spread across Europe like wildfire. For Germany, it was a devastating blow, a symbol of pride. Gone. For the Allies, a strange mix of relief and respect. The Red Baron had become more than a pilot. He was a myth, a knight of the skies in an age of brutal, faceless warfare. But behind the legend was a young man trapped by duty and expectation. He never saw himself as invincible, only disciplined, only precise. His tactics shaped the future of aerial combat, influencing generations of pilots, from World War II dogfights to modern jet warfare. He proved that, in the chaos of war, mastery could still be art. Manfred von Richthofen wasn't just the Red Baron. He was a soldier born into a world that worshipped glory, and learned too late the cost of it. In the end, even his enemies honored him. Because true respect does not come from medals or propaganda, it comes from how you live and how you fall. So was the Red Baron a killer, or a knight, a hero, or just a young man doing his duty? The answer lies somewhere in the clouds. He once ruled. Subscribe for more untold true stories that changed the world in 60 seconds.